Is pollution racist? Environmental justice and the church. Welcome to Truthfully Yours. Pollution affects everyone, but it doesn't affect everyone equally. Today we're talking about environmental racism, how minority communities are disproportionately burdened by environmental hazards and what the church can do about it. Ang environmental racism ay tumutukoy sa mga paraan kung saan ang communities of color ay mas malamang na malantad sa polusyon, nakalalason na basura at iba pang mga panganib sa kapaligiran. Ito ang madalas na dahilan. 1. Historical discrimination. Past discriminatory housing policies and zoning laws na nagtipon ng minority communities sa mga hindi kanais-nais na lugar. Second, lack of political power. Limitadong impluwensyang pampolitika upang pigilin ang paglalagay ng mga polluting industries sa kanilang mga kapitbahayan. Third, economic vulnerability. Mas kaunting mga mapagkukunang pang-ekonomiya upang lumayo sa mga mapanganib na lugar. Factual claim. Ipinapakita ng mga pag-aaral na ang communities of color ay mas malamang na manirahan malapit sa mga landfill, manirahan malapit sa landfill, industrial plants, at iba pang sources of pollution na humahantong sa mas mataas na rate ng hika, cancer, at iba pa mga problema sa kalusugan. Hindi lamang ito isang isyu sa kapaligiran. Ito ay isang isyu sa hustisya. The Bible calls us to care for the vulnerable and to be good stewards of God's creation. Proverbs 31 verse 8 to 9 says, "Open your mouth for the mute, for the rights of all who are destitute. Open your mouth, judge righteously, defend the rights of the poor and needy." This verse calls us to speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves and to defend the rights of the marginalized. Genesis 1:28 says, "And God blessed them, and God said to them, Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over every living thing that moves on the earth." This verse calls us to be responsible stewards of the earth, caring for God's creation and ensuring that it is used for the benefit of all. Kaya paano tutugunan ng simbahan sa ang environmental racism? Action number 1. Turuan ang iyong sarili at ang iba. Alamin ang tungkol sa isyu at itaas ang kamalayan sa iyong simbahan at komunidad. Action number 2. Itaguyod ang mga pagbabago sa patakaran. Suportahan ang mga patakaran na nagtataguyod ng environmental justice at protektahan ang mga mahihinang komunidad mula sa polusyon. Action number 3. Makipagsusyo sa mga lokal na organisasyon. Makipagtulungan sa mga grupo ng komunidad na nakikipaglaban para sa environmental justice. Action number 4. Suportahan ang sustainable practices. Itaguyod ang sustainable living at bawasan ang iyong sariling epekto sa kapaligiran. Environmental racism is a serious injustice that demands our attention. As Christians, we are called to care for the vulnerable and to be good steward of God's creation. By working together, we can create a more just and sustainable world for all. What do you think? How can the church address environmental racism? Share your thoughts in the comments below and let us know what other topics you want us to explore on Truthfully Yours. Thanks for watching. God bless you.